Hello everyone, I'm Veena Gandhi, Assistant Professor from Department of BC Science, Abhida Inamdar Senior College. Once again, I welcome you all in Advanced C Programming course. In this video, you will learn Structures in a C Part 1. The topics covered in this video are: what is the need of structure in a C? What do you mean by structure? How to declare structure and its variable? How to initialize the structure variable, how to find size of structure variable, in accessing member of the structure, nested structure, use of type def, and C programs on structure. In assignment on about topics. Let us see what is the need of structure. In last videos, you must have seen the arrays, learn the topic arrays. Arrays allows us to store homogeneous data continuously under a single name. Suppose if we want to store 100 numbers of integer type, so we can create the array int a of 100. But if we want to store, suppose employee information or student information, then we require to store employees attributes, like suppose employee having employee number, employee name, employee address, is birth date, joining date, and salary, suppose. So we require to store 6 attributes. We require 6 variables of different type, because employee number can be integer, name can be character, salary can be float. So we require 6 different variables of different types. If the company has 100 employees, then to store the information we require 600 variables. It's very difficult to handle this 600 variable in a single program. So we need a structure, we need a write which handles the different types of data, which combines different types of data, heterogeneous data under a single name. So C programming allows us use of structure which combines the different types of data, heterogeneous data under a single name, under a single entity. Let us see definition of a structure. Structure is a composite or secondary or derived data type in a C which allows us to combine data of different data types together under a single name. In other programming language, it is also known as a record. Each variable within a structure is called as a member. The name given to the structure is called as structure tag. The member of a structure can be of any type, like int, float, double, or including arrays, pointers, and other structure also. Now, how to declare a structure? The struct keyword is used to define the structure. The structure can be declared like this: struct tag, then in the opening and curly braces, data type, and member 1, type member 2, up to type member n. After the closing braces, give a semicolon. Example of a declaring structure: struct. Suppose employee is a employee having the attributes employee number, employee name, and salary. So we can define a structure for the employee. Struct employee is a tag name, or you can say name for the structure. It includes, in opening and curly braces, 3 members: employee number, employee name, and salary. Employee number is of int type, employee name is a character array of 40 length, and salary is of float type. So after the closing braces, we do the semicolon here. Now next is you can define date structure as a which contains the day, month, and year. So int dd, int mm, and int yy. After the closing braces, you give the semicolon here. The structure declaration as above reserves no memory storage. It only shows the template or shape of the structure. The memory is allocated when the instance or variable for the structure is created. So compiler will not allocate the memory for just structure template. When you create the variables or instance of that structure template, then only memory will be allocated. Now, how to declare the structure variables? There are two ways to declare structure variables. In first method, suppose student is a structure having roll number, name, and marks are the members. So we define a structure struct keyword. Then tag is what student. Opening braces int roll number care name of 40. Care name is array of 40 characters. And int marks. So after the closing braces, instead of giving semicolon, we create the variables here only. So stud1, stud2, and stud3 are the variables or instances of the struct student. And in second method, we create the structure template. So struct date having dd mm yy are the members. So int dd, int mm, and int yy are the members. After the closing braces, we give the semicolon. After that, struct date and then variable names. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, like that we can create the instances or variables. Now, how to initialize the structure variable? Again, there are two methods. In the first method, suppose for example, employee is a structure. So struct employee, employee number, employee name, and salary are the members. Now, after the closing braces, we create the variable emp1 and then initialize with the value 101 as the employee number, Akash as a employee name, and salary as a 20,000. Now, in second method, we create the structure date having members dd mm yy and give semicolon. After that, we create the variables. Suppose struct date today. Today is a variable of type struct date. Initialize with the 7 as a day, 11 as a month, and year as a 2020. Now, what is the size of structure variable? As you know, compiler will allocate the memory for structure when we create the variable or instance of that structure. So here in this example, we create the structure employee having ID, name, and salary as the members, and we create the instance or variable emp. Now in structure, for every member, memory is allocated continuously. So here you can see in the figure, ID having 4 bytes memory, then name is the character array of 10 length, so 10 bytes for name and 4 bytes for float. So size of employee variable will be size of ID plus size of name and plus size of salary. So 4 for ID for integer type, then 10 for character array, and plus 4 for float type 4. So 4 plus 10 plus 4, 18 bytes will be memory will be allocated. Means size of structure equal to size of its members, sum of its size of its members. Next topic, how to access the members of a structure. Suppose if we have a structure student having roll number, name, and marks, and we want to access the roll number name. So for that, we use the structure member operator called as dot or period. So member can be accessed using the structure member operator dot. It's called the dot operator or period operator or period. So we can access roll number as variable name of structure dot member. So stud1 dot roll number, stud1 dot name, stud1 dot marks. Second example, suppose today dot dd, today dot mm, today dot yy. So dot operator is or structure member operator is used to access the members of a structure. Let us see example of employees information to print employee information within structure. Now first include the header file stdr.h. In the main function you declare a structure. So struct employee having members, name, employee ID, and salary. So name is a 30 character array, then employee ID of int type and salary is float type. After the closing braces, you give the semicolon here. After that, I have created the variable emp. So struct employee emp. Emp is a variable of type struct employee. And accept the details of employee. So first accept the name, scanf percentage employee name. So emp is a what variable name and member is what name. So emp dot name, the structure variable dot member name. So emp dot name. Then accept the ID. So scanf percent d and percent emp dot emp id. Then accept the salary. So scanf percent f and percent emp dot salary. After that, print the details of the employee. So printf name equal name percent s emp dot name. Printf id equal to emp dot emp id and salary equal to emp dot emp emp dot salary and return 0. So you can, I have run the already program here. You can see the details here. Name Kiran, ID 100, salary 30,000. So you print the details. To access the members of a structure, we use the word dot operator. Next topic is nested structure. You can include one structure inside another structure. That is, structure within a structure is known as a nested structure. So let us see, there are again two syntax for nested structure. In first method, we declare one structure completely, and in second structure, we add as a member, we add that structure as a member in our structure. So first struct tag name1. Inside that you declare the members, then close that structure by giving semicolon. Then start the second structure struct tag name2. Then define its own member. After that, you can include the variable of the first structure. So struct tag name1, the variable is a variable of that structure. So you can add them as a member in our structure. Let's see example. Here we create the subject as a structure, struct subject having subject name and marks as a members. Then struct stud result, res means result here. Okay, it includes the roll number, name and class as its own member, and then it adds the subject variable of the first structure subject. So struct subject subj is a variable, and then after that we create the variable result of the outer structure. So struct subject is the inner structure and stud res is the outer structure. So outer structure contains variable of inner structure. Now second method for defining the nested structure. In this, first struct tag name1, then define its own members, member 1, member up to member n. Then inside the outer structure, we include the inner structure completely. So struct tag name2, then member 1, member 2 up to member n. Then close the inner structure and create the variable here only of inner structure. After that, close the outer structure and create the variable of the outer structure. So let us see example here. Now struct stud result res is the outer structure which having members, roll number, name and class. After that, it contains inner structure as a member completely. So struct subject, inside that structure subject name and marks. Now close the inner structure and create the variable, inner variable as a subject. Then after that, close the outer structure and create the variable as a result. So result is the outer structure variable and subject is the inner structure variable. So outer structure contains inner structure as a completely member of it. Now how to initialize the nested structure? Again, there are two methods. First, we completely declare the subject here, structure. Subject the inner structure here, and stud result is the outer structure. It contains roll number, name, class, and then variable of the inner structure subject. So we create the here outer structure result. We close the outer structure here and then create the variable result equal to, then initialize the what? First roll number, name, class, and then initialize the subject. Subject contains what? Subject name and marks. So inside the curly braces, again subject name in double quotes and then marks. So character string is given in double quotes here. Now in second method, we define what stud result. Inside that we define the members, roll number, name, class, and then completely include the structure here. Inner structure here. So character, subject name, 30 marks, and close the inner structure. After that we create the variable subject. Initialize here only. C programming and 80 will be subject name and marks. After that close the outer structure and then create the variable result. Initialize with the 1 as the roll number, name, and then class. Now how to access the members of the inner structure? Here in syntax, first structure, outer structure contains its own members. It contains other structure as a member. Then we create the variable of the inner structure and we create the variable of the outer structure. Now here in example, subject subj is an inner variable and result is a what? Outer variable. But if we want to access the members of the inner structure, so how to access it? So for that, outer result, outer variable dot inner variable dot member name. So here result dot subj dot subject name. So result is outer variable, subj is inner variable. Then result dot subj dot marks. Let us see example of nested structure. First include the header file stdio.h. In main function declare structures. So first structure is struct birth. Include the members dd, mm, yy of type integer. Then here I have closed the structure by giving semicolon. Now define another structure student having members name, roll number, and create a variable of first structure birth. So character name 30, name is a array of 30 characters, then roll number int type, then struct birth and date the variable of it. After that close the structure by giving semicolon. Then create the variable of outer structure, that is struct student stud, and accept the name and roll number. So scanf %s %d stud dot name, then ampersand stud dot roll number. For string stud dot name, we are not given an ampersand sign because the array name itself gives the address, so we don't specify the ampersand sign for the percentage specifier. In printf, enter the birth date. So scanf %d ampersand stud dot date dot dd. So outer structure variable stud, inner member variable date, and then member name dd. So stud dot date dot dd and ampersand stud dot date dot ampersand stud dot date dot yy. You can print the details by printing roll number, stud dot roll number and name, stud dot name, and stud dot roll. For printing the birth date, again printf %d stud dot date dot dd, stud dot date dot and stud dot date dot yy. So outer structure variable dot inner structure variable dot member name to access the inner members of the structure. So you can see the output here. Enter name and roll number of student. So name is Kiran and roll number is 1. And enter date, birth date. So it prints the details here. Now next topic is use of type tape. As you already know, type tape is used for creating the user-defined data types. So type tape is a keyword used to assign alias or alternative names to existing data types. Syntax for it is type tape, existing data type name, alias or new name. For example, type tape, int is existing data type and we are giving new name as an integer. Using this new name, we create the variables. So integer, the new name, length, width, height are the variables of type integer. So when a type a def declaration does not reserve any memory or storage, it just as a new name given to existing data types. Now, how to use this type def in a structure? So first, type def keyword, then followed by struct, then followed by tag name. Tag name is optional. Inside the curly braces, you can define the members. Data type member 1, member 2, member n up to member n. Then close the braces and give the new name or alias for it. So for example, type def struct. Here I have avoided the tag name here. So inside the curly braces, you can define the members int employee number, then employee name, salary. And after the closing braces, you can define the new name, alias for it. I have given here employee as a new name. So you can create the variable by using this employee type. So employee variable name are E1 and E2. Let's see assignment on these topics. First, short questions. Define a structure. Second, how to find size of a structure. Third, how to access the members of a structure. In long questions, you can attempt. Explain how to declare and initialize structure with example. Explain nesting of a structure with example. Explain the use of type def for defining a structure. I hope you will like this video. If you like this video, please share and subscribe the college channel. Thank you for watching.